which is based on that old saying. I'm sure you guys have heard it. You are the combination of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Think about that for a second. Who are the 5 people that you spend the most time with? A lot of us have friends that we've had forever. That's amazing. But if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're the most motivated person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you are the one in your group of friends that's always trying to encourage everybody else to be better, to do better, to grow, who's gonna help you grow? Who's gonna pull you up to the next level? I was at a conference years ago and I heard someone say, proximity is power. Proximity is power, meaning when you are around people who are better than you are at other things, like the things that you want to be better at, when you're around people who are better parents than you are, when you're around couples who have a better relationship than you do, when you're around people who are better in business or better at physical health or better at direct sales or better, whatever it is, when you're around people who are better than you a lot, you get better. There's power in that proximity because you're learning. You're learning faster. You're learning in real time. You become that person. You start to improve without even knowing it, without even consciously making that choice. Proximity is power, and you become who you surround yourself with. If you are struggling with your health, and this is something that you come back to time and time again, what I want to ask you, friend, with all love in my heart, are you hanging out with a group of people who also struggle with their health? If you're struggling with negativity, look at your environment. Who in your close circle of friends really struggles with being negative? If you're struggling with other people's opinions of you, who are you hanging out with that's all they talk about? They're constantly talking about what other people think, what other people think. They're feeding your anxiety unintentionally. And when people hear this, they're like, well, so I'm just supposed to kick my friends to the curb? Maybe. No, it's incredible to have those friends who support and love on you if they're healthy choices for you. I'm just saying, make sure you're also seeking out community with people who are excelling. I became better at business when I started hanging out with people who are better at business. And so often, because I remember, like, I used to go to conferences years ago as this young baby entrepreneur, and people would be like, find a mentor, find a mentor. I'm like, where do you find a mentor? Like, they're not growing on trees. I don't know how to find a mentor. I have been mentored by some of the greatest minds in business and podcasting and teaching and coaching, and they don't know I exist. I read books. I listened to podcasts. I watched YouTube videos. I Googled everything. People talk all the time about being self-made. I'm not self-made. So many people helped me get here, but I am self-taught. I taught myself every single thing that I know about how to be a woman, about how to run a marathon, about how to run a business, about how to grow your revenue. I just did research. This drives me absolutely insane when people are like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want to grow my revenue, I want to get into this, I want to improve my health, but I don't know how. Dude, every single thing you want to know how to do exists on the internet right now for free. And in an age of this much free information, your ignorance is a choice. If you want to know how to do something and you don't know how to do it yet, that's a choice that you're making. Because I promise you, there are books at your local library for free. You have access to the internet. If you could afford to come to this movie right now, that means that you have some money to get yourself to the library to do some research. If you don't have inspiring, audacious, incredible people in your community, find them online. Find them on YouTube. Find them in the pages of books. We have this wealth of history, and too many people who are sitting around going like, yeah, I'd like some cooler friends, or I'd like a mentor, but I don't have access. Bull crap. It's not that you don't have access. You don't have the motivation to go find it. Stop making excuses. You want to be better, you got to do better. And that starts right now today with you making the decision that you are not going to let your lack of access lead to your lack of getting where you want to be.